Right.
To end the procedure, I'm going to hit stop. This time I want to hit done. It's going to empty both tanks. So it's going to get all the fluid out of the device itself and give us a final fluid readout. Because there are two tanks on the inside of the system. One of them is collecting fluid, and the other is measuring and disposing. There's a bottom tank, there's a top tank right about here that you can't see, but fluid's going in that way. Last procedure total, it was 3,000 milliliters. So that was the procedure. It's going to have you clean the system. I'm going to bypass this just because I don't want to go through a cleaning cycle. I don't have any fluid in my bottle here. It's just a demo purpose. So what it would do, if I hit clean, it would bring you to this screen and say remove filter. All we do here, lift up on the tab. I'm doing it left-handed. Lift up the tab, remove the filter. Then they can throw red bag or trash. Filter tabs forward. They're going to say clean mode on both the tabs. I hit next. Install cleaning solution. We've already done that, and that can be done in the beginning of the procedure to make this process even quicker. I'm going to invert bottle for the screen. Bottle is inverted. I hit start to continue. Takes 3.5 minutes to clean the system. So it's ready for the next procedure. All this is doing, the bottle of cleaning solution, it's not treating any of the fluid. It's an enzymatic cleaner that's helping prevent the system from collecting buildup. So it's just like if you were to eat oatmeal and not clean the bowl out immediately after, that sticky residue is going to harden. And that's the exact same thing that would happen on the inside of the system with the valves and inside the tanks. That would prevent it from operating correctly. So we're not treating the fluid. All we're doing is it's preventive maintenance to the system to make sure it operates normally. When that's done, the cleaning cycle is done. It'll say cleaning cycle has been complete. Continue. If you were to continue, it'd bring you back to the welcome screen. We'd rotate our bottle down, unscrew it, and it can be recycled. We return both of these tabs to the neutral position. We're ready for the next procedure. There's no on and off button on the device itself. The screen will automatically turn off after 5 minutes of inactivity. So there's no, all you have to do to turn on is to tap the screen and it wakes up.
That's regular maintenance. That's easy, right?
Yep. So with the maintenance itself, like I said, the bottle cleaning solution is kind of preventive maintenance built right in. But there's an annual, there's an annual PM that's required for the system, and that's once a year. As far as any type of preventive maintenance for all of our distributors that we have internationally, that's a requirement. We can train your biomedical team. So let's say it was in Japan. We would train on-site staff. We don't have feet on the street and biomedical staff internationally. We have it domestically, but we don't have it internationally. So we would train your staff to be able to handle the service required for the annual PM. If there's anything else included as far as a service plan, we also sell a service plan. That's an extension of the warranty. The warranty on the system is good for 1 year. So it covers anything manufacturer defaults or any valves or what have you. That's good for 1 year. After the year, they can choose to purchase a PM once per year and pay for any service that might be required from time to time. And that would be done by your biomedical technician, or they can go on to a service plan that would be an extension of the warranty that includes the 1 year preventive maintenance visit. So
can you
pretty straightforward.
Also, when you have a chance, ask if for us a Japan market is available?
Yes, it is.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yep. So we do not currently, I checked, we do not currently have a distributor in Japan.
Okay.
We only do exclusive agreements, so
Only exclusive?
Correct.
So there's
So if we were to sign for Japan, you'd be the only distributor for Japan.
Is there like a big commitment required for sales?
So I can send you that over as far as that goes. There's an annual purchase commitment on that for the system itself, and there's a quarterly disposable requirement itself. So the filters, these guys, and the bottle of cleaning solution, there's a minimum requirement quarterly for sales, but it's based on an annual commitment. Typically, they're 1 to 3 years. We could definitely do a 1-year commitment to begin. If it works out, great, we can continue to sign more, but typically they're 1 to 3 years. And I can send over that agreement for your review, and it's pretty straightforward. So, I'm not sure about domestically. I'd have to talk with my management about a domestic agreement. We don't currently have any domestic distributors.
No. Okay. You sell direct?
Sell direct.
Oh, okay.
So I can ask.
We don't have a FDA as a reseller, so we have to get potential guys directed to contact you.
Okay.
Instead of going through us. So
for Japan?
For here. In
for
US.
Here. Okay.
So whoever the distributor, or if you don't have a distributor, we'll have them contact you. But for Japan, there maybe we have some of our contacts may show interest to pursue. So, but if it's it depends. If it's like exclusivity, there's a goal, or it's a minimum requirement sales goal, or goal versus it's a must kind of. So it depends on the companies how they arrange. So,
understand. So typically it's not like a huge commitment. We just want to make sure that we're supported in the sense that, well, we understand there's nothing there right now. Would love to be able to partner to be able to grow and help in that market. We are CE marked. We have systems in Canada as well. So the system is CE marked. If you were to send it so internationally, we would provide the correct power cord for the device itself, and all the training and everything on that note in that regard would be done with me. So if you had any calls, so say, hey Dan, I got this call, great opportunity, can you join me? I would join you like this. I don't send in demo systems out internationally, but we'd be able to do a demonstration like this, or so virtual demonstrations that I have also at the home office in Minneapolis. We have systems installed as well that can be able to showcase different installation options. So that's how it's been working. Sending a system out there, sometimes it gets a little messy.
It's just, and you have to go through calibrations and all that. It's sometimes
it can be tricky.
Right,
it can be tricky.
Right.
So I'm here to help and make it easier on that side for you to support the efforts and any questions, because there's going to be some questions. That's fine. But then all the training. So if you were to install a system, I would help with the activation of that device and also the staff training. So for the end users, so they understand how to do that and how to use the system for procedures. I'm not going to just say, hey, Mr. Kishioka, good luck. I wish you the best of luck. You know,
I told you you need engineers, or I told you need plumbers and electricians, and
so getting it installed is pretty straightforward. And do you have a biomedical company that would be able to, or do you have contacts that would be able to maintain?
Yeah.
Okay.
In Japan side, not here in the U.S.
That's okay. So that's my main concern.
Starting to get quite a few inquiries in the area of different technologies. Do you have any shows coming up that you will be in Midwest?
I might be at RSNA. That's in Chicago.
Okay. That's December, right? Usually in November.
In December, November, December.
Thanksgiving.
It might be. It is Thanksgiving time.
Yeah.
I know, it's big football time. I don't know about that. No. We our SNA has just gotten so big over the years. We usually attend AHRA. It's a radiology conference.
Right.
ASCA. I just did a conference 2 weeks ago. But we do sometimes do ARN. As far as right now, I'm deciding between a couple of shows. Not sure if we have not committed to ASCA. There is an ASCA conference. No, excuse me, not ASCA. There is a Becker's conference in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
There's a Becker's show in Chicago coming up, I believe, in October. So we have not committed to that, but there is a show from Becker's in Chicago. So trying to think. But no, we have done a few shows already this year, so we're looking at 2021 conferences right now.
Right. I think now it's a good timing. As well, COVID's still not over yet, but they don't have to make ventilators anymore.
Correct.
Or keep themselves too busy with other essentials. Now they're starting to see other things, but try to exclude the labor as much as possible. So yours is nice with lots of auto features.
Absolutely, and that's the big thing. But the shortages, so there's a lot of nursing shortages right now, and they're being pulled in multiple different directions. So the nice thing about it is that they don't have to do anything post-op with the system other than take off the filter, like you saw how easy it was, and have the bottle opening solution, hit a couple of buttons, we're ready to rock and roll for the next procedure. So even also people that may dispose of the fluid are less staffed as well. But the biggest kicker on top of it is that nobody is going to be exposed to potentially biohazardous fluid.
Right.
There's splashes and spills that happen every single day. It doesn't matter how careful they are, somebody will be exposed to that fluid. It happens all the time. And that's one less thing that they have to worry about, because the cost for exposure, the initial treatment is just shy of around $1,000 for initial treatment. But if somebody was exposed and they became affected by, let's say, HEP or HIV, or depending on what the patient had, they could exceed that. And then that's also just not something that the hospital wants to have to take on, because then we have to get litigation involved, and all the insurance and all this stuff involved. But just alone, if you or I were exposed to that, how would you feel?
Everybody, yes.
Just it's not a good place to be.
No, entire facility, sanitation teams. It's
bad, and people get exposed. They don't wear the proper PPE all the time. Sometimes they don't have face shields on, and they get a splash in their face or a splash in the eye or what have you, and things happen. You know, we're human, but to help us help the most, to be able to be as safe as possible. So the biggest thing for our system, besides the fact that it automates all the collection, things like that, is the infection prevention. It's a safety device. So
thank you, Dan. Yeah, appreciate it. Your time.
Absolutely. So I do have to go.
Demo, the visual today. Thank you.
Awesome.
And thank you for your thorough emails too. It's we're trying to digest, but nice information.
Thank you very much.